All right, let's get into what you do when you arrive. When you're first starting and prepping a roof, what's the first thing you do? But before we do that, we're going to go over the fact that I am not going to teach you advanced roof cleaning here. I'm going to teach you a simple basic roof, and that's how you should start. Start with the simplest roof you could possibly find. Maybe it's your own, maybe it's a friend of yours, and maybe you want to do it for free to just get the experience. I want you to start getting comfortable doing this, and I'm not really going to show you two or three story roofs. It's just, you want to learn to drive slow before you drive fast, and anything that's like over 35-degree pitch on the roof, walking on it, you're better off using a lift, because the more of an angle it is, then the easier it will be to hit from the ground. You don't want to walk on a 45-degree angle roof because you're just going to fall off. So you want to be at an angle where you can actually walk on it safe. So I'm going to teach you basic roof cleaning, and where you go from there, that's up to you. But let's get started with the basics. So when you're prepping a roof, what's the first thing you do? Well, I'm just going to show it to you. So the first thing that you do, if the house has gutters, is you're going to take these downspouts, every single one, and you're going to use commercial grade bags that can take the chlorine and not tear. And you're going to wrap those bags around the downspouts. That's just the first thing you do. You're going to wrap it in there nice and secure, move it all the way up. You're going to do that with every single downspout, because if you don't, then all of that chlorine will wash through the downspout and kill the bushes where it all comes out. And again, it won't kill it right away. It'll kill it in 2 or 3 days, and you won't get a callback. You won't. That customer won't be yours anymore. So the next thing you do is you water everything. All of this is wet. You water this grass, and this is like an investment property. This is not the most well-maintained property. So this would be like a good first roof almost for someone to do. But there's no gutters here. So you're putting down tarps, and you're going to put it down where it's going to run off. So it's going to go at this angle and then come down here. So you're going to put that tarp here. This is going to be wet before you clean it. You're going to have a second person. Roofs are generally 2-man jobs. And there's going to be a line where it all comes down. I'm going to walk that line so it all collects right there. And then I'm going to go through and put a second tarp so I don't miss any spots. And it's going to look perfectly protected by the time we're done. Now let me show you what happens if you don't do this. If you don't protect the grass, this is what's going to happen. And you're going to get this line coming through where all the chlorine went through. That's not going to grow back for months. And that's going to be an upset customer, and you just can't do that. Also, this will not happen right away. It won't happen until you're gone. It'll be dead the day after, and then the next day, all of that will really be dead. So that's why you got to avoid that. So you take 4 tarps, maybe 1 really big tarp, and you protect everything. So this plant is alive, this one is dead, and they're going to have to get a new plant because it wasn't protected. All of the wash off should have been going into this pot right there. If it all comes down, and you have a second person watching to make sure everything is protected, and he's also watering everything while you're working. So it's kind of a 2-man job. Okay? And then you always wear your gas mask. Always wear your gas mask. So then I'm going to show you not what you don't do. Don't use the pressure washer to blow off the leaves like I'm doing here. This is an example of what not to do. Okay? Because what you're doing is you're diluting your cleaning solution, and because it's wet, the soft wash is going to run off the roof more easily. What you do want to do is you want to use a leaf blower to blow off all of the debris. So you're going to go through, you're going to blow off all of that debris. You know, it's quiet here, you can't really hear it. You want to hear me talking. So all of this debris, it's the first step. You just kind of blow that off to make way for the cleaning solution. Because you want to get, some roofs are different, you want to get under all of those leaves, right? And then, once you're actually cleaning, you have that second person down there. He's protecting, you're cleaning. This is already the second pass, so this is why this roof looks pretty clean already. Might actually even be the third. Usually you do 3 passes, and the third is spot cleaning. But, you know, I'm not teaching you right now how to do that. I'm just making it so you know that you need to protect everything. And those are the first steps on cleaning a roof, and you got to do them every single time, okay? And that way your customers will call you back for the next time. If they're not calling you back, you might have killed some stuff and not known it, and now you know why. Okay? We'll go on to the next lesson.